4,000 Essential English Words. Part 2. Appropriate. When a thing is appropriate, it is right or normal. It's appropriate to wear a suit when you go to the office. Avoid. To avoid something is to stay away from it. Avoid the broken bottle on the floor. Behave. To behave is to act in a particular way, especially to be good. She always behaves well when her father is around. Calm. When someone is calm, they do not get excited or upset. A nice warm bath makes me feel so calm. Concern. Concern is a feeling of worry. I was filled with concern after reading the newspaper. Content. To be content is to be happy and not want more. The baby looked very content sitting on the floor. Expect. If you expect something to happen, you believe it will happen. I expect the bus to be here very soon. Frequently. When something happens frequently, it happens often. We meet frequently, either at the beginning or ending of the week. Habit. A habit is a thing that you do often. Smoking is a bad habit that can kill you. Instruct. To instruct is to teach. My teacher instructs us in several subjects. Issue. An issue is an important topic. The men spoke about issues that were important to the people. None. None means not any of someone or something. He spent all his money. There is none left. Patient. If a person is patient, they don't become angry or upset easily. I had to be patient and wait until 5 o'clock to leave. Positive. If something is positive, it is good. She has a positive future ahead of her after finishing college. Punish. To punish means to make someone suffer for breaking the rules or laws. To punish me, my teacher had me stand in the corner. Represent. To represent is to speak or act for a person or group. My lawyer will represent me in court. Shake. To shake is to move back and forth or up and down quickly. When people shake hands, it usually means they agree. Spread. To spread is to move quickly to more places. I like to spread butter on my toast. Stroll. To stroll means to walk slowly and calmly. My dog and I strolled through the park today. Village. A village is a very small town. There are only a few houses in my village.
John's dog was a bad dog. He bit people frequently. John had great concern about this. It was not an appropriate way for a dog to behave. His friends in the village always expected the dog to bite them. The news about John's dog spread through the village. None of the people wanted to go to John's house. John tried to instruct the dog to behave, but it never worked. He tried to be patient and teach the dog to be calm. That also didn't work. John didn't want to punish the dog. How will I stop my dog's bad habit? John asked himself. John's friend came to talk to him about the issue. During their important meeting, his friends said, "The people in the village asked me to represent them. We want your dog to stop this habit. Why don't you put a bell around the dog's neck? This way, we would hear your dog coming down the street." John thought this was a great idea. Now, people could stay away from the dog. It would not be able to bite anyone anymore. The dog liked the bell too. People looked at him when they heard his bell. This made the dog very content. He liked the song the bell played when he walked. One day, John's dog strolled through the village and met some other dogs. He expected them to want a bell like his. But they laughed at his bell. They said the bell made people avoid him. John's dog shook his head. No, they look at me, because they like the bell. The other dog said, you have the wrong idea of what makes you popular. Of course they like your bell. It tells them where you are so they can avoid you. You aren't able to buy them anymore. Do you see, being popular isn't something positive when it's for the wrong reason.
Aware. If you are aware of something, you know about it. I was not aware of the ringing phone. Badly. Badly means in a severe or harmful way. He hurt his arm badly playing with friends. Belong. If something belongs to you, you own it. The blue suit belongs to Paul. Continue. To continue something is to keep doing it. She stood under her umbrella as the rain continued to fall. Error. An error is something you do wrong. I made an error on my report, so my boss was angry. Experience. An experience is something you have seen or done. Rock climbing was a fun experience. Field. A field is a big area of land. The field of flowers looked so pretty. Hurt. To hurt is to do something that makes you feel pain. She hurt her leg falling down the stairs. Judgment. Judgment is the ability to form opinions or decisions. It's good judgment to recycle your aluminum cans. Likely. If something likely happens, it will probably happen. I will likely stay at home and watch TV tonight. Normal. If something is normal, it is not strange nor surprising to you. It is normal for me to bathe every night. Rare. If something is rare, you do not see it very often. It is rare for him to miss his flight. Relax. To relax is to rest. The frog relaxed in the warm sun. Request. To request something is to ask for it. The little girl requested a special gift from Santa Claus. Reside. To reside means to live somewhere permanently, or for a long time. My brother and his family reside in a lovely house on the beach. Result. A result is something that happens because of something else. As a result of all the rain, the man had to climb on the roof. Roll. To roll is to move, by turning over and over. You must roll the ball into the pins when you bowl. Since. Since is used to talk about a past event still happening now. Since 1992, he has been driving that car. Visible. If something is visible, it can be seen. The moon and stars were visible in the night sky. Wild. If something is wild, it is found in nature. You should be careful around a fox, because it is a wild animal.
The jackal is a wild dog with a big black back. It resides in the desert. But how did the jackal get his black back? This was how it happened. One day, the jackal saw a girl. She was sitting upon a rock. She was not a normal child. She was a rare and beautiful sun child. She was bright and warm like the sun. The child saw the jackal and smiled. She said, "Jackal, I have been relaxing on this rock for too long. I must get home soon. But I am slow and you are fast. You will likely get me home more quickly." Then she requested, "Will you carry me home? If you do, I'll give you a gift. This necklace belongs to me, but I will give it to you." The wild jackal agreed. So the Sunchild sat on the dog's back. They started to walk. But soon, the jackal felt ill. The Sunchild was very hot on his back. The heat was hurting his back very badly. I made a terrible error in judgment, he thought. He shouldn't have agreed to carry her. So he asked her to get off. But she did not. The jackal's back continued to get hotter and hotter. He had to get away from the Sunchild. So he made a plan. First, he ran as fast as he could. He hoped the Sunchild would fall off. But she did not. So when the Sunchild was looking at the sky, not aware of the jackal's next plan, he jumped into a field of flowers. As a result, the child rolled off his back. The jackal ran away. But the Sunchild left a mark on the jackal's back, a visible black mark. Ever since his experience with the Sunchild, the jackal has had a black back.
Advantage. An advantage is something that helps you. Being tall is an advantage to a basketball player. Cause. To cause is to make something happen. The cold weather caused her to get sick. Choice. A choice is the act or possibility of picking something. I had my choice of 5 doors to open. Community. A community is a group of people who live together. The kids from my community usually play together. Dead. To be dead is to not be alive. A dead person is usually buried in the ground. Distance. The distance between two things is how far it is between them. The distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400 kilometers. Escape. To escape is to run away from something bad. The butterfly could not escape from the cage. Face. If you face a problem, you deal with it. My sister and I have to find a better way to face our differences. Follow. To follow means to go behind someone and go where they go. The little boy followed his mother home. Fright. Fright is the feeling of being scared. She was filled with fright. Ghost. A ghost is the spirit of a dead person. Many people are afraid of ghosts. Individual. An individual is one person. Only one individual could win the bicycle race. Pet. A pet is an animal that lives with people. Out of all my pets, the dog is my favorite. Reach. To reach means to arrive at a place. I was happy to finally reach my destination. Return. To return is to go back to a place. I was happy to return home to my mom after school. Survive. To survive is to stay alive. My dog survived her fall into the water. Upset. To be upset is to be unhappy about something. She was upset because she broke her toy. Voice. A voice is the sound a person makes when they talk or sing. He used a microphone so everyone could hear his voice. Weather. The weather is the condition of the air, hot, rainy, windy, etc. The weather can be sunny, rainy, or cold. Wise. To be wise is to use experience and intelligence to make good choices. Many people believe that owls are very wise animals.
A nice woman lived by a large river. She loved children. She wanted to help them in any way. She loved her community, and everyone in the community loved her. She lived a very long time and became very wise. When she died, she became a ghost. She was dead, but every night she returned to her community. She wanted to help children and not to cause them fright. But she had a scary voice. Children were afraid of her, but the ghost was a good one. She only scared them to help them. One night, some children and a dog were playing by the river. They were having fun with their pet. But they were far from home. Then the weather became bad. It rained and rained. The river was rising. It was very dark. The children knew they were lost. They needed to go north, but they didn't know which direction it was. When the moon came out, they saw a ghost by the river. The ghost said, "Go away." The children felt great fright. They knew it was a ghost. Then the ghost moved closer. She yelled again, "Go away." The children became very upset. Some of them began to cry. The children knew they had a choice. They could escape, or they could stay and face this scary individual in the dark. The children ran a long distance away. The ghost followed them all the way. Finally, the children reached home. The ghost was very happy. Soon the river rose higher and higher. It was very dangerous. The ghost had helped the children survive. She had saved them from the rising water. She also used her power to lead them home. Sometimes, meeting a ghost has advantages. A ghost can save your life.